Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It is Monday, and we are here again, uh, back for another week where my seatbelt, of course, wants to ring right now as I start this live because I have my book bag in my passenger seat. That's how life happens sometimes. Believe it or not, life happens where those unexpected things catch you off guard and you have to pivot to still have the outcome that you look forward to, the outcome that you are praying for, the outcome that you are hoping for. You have to pivot because those unexpected things that happen, they kind of sometimes throw us off course. Uh, as you can see, the alarm started ringing on my car and got me a little off kilter because I have to find out why an alarm is ringing. And that's what happens in our lives. When an alarm comes on, it comes on to remind us of something. It comes on to give us something to look at. The alarm comes on to alert us that something is different, something is wrong, something is right. But you have to be alerted if you're not always paying attention. You have to be alerted if it's something out of the normal because you're not looking for it. So you get that alert. Even on your phone, you get notifications of what's happening. Some notifications you want and some you don't. But when you hit sign up for certain apps and when you're a part of certain groups, then you get these notifications and they begin to ring on your phone. That's how life happens. Life happens the exact same way. You're going along, you're going on your merry way. Everything feels good. Everything seems to look good. A lot of times we're on the path that we think we have been called to be on, and then life happens. And a lot of times when life happens, it changes that optimistic thinking that we had going on. I was already really happy with everything going on. Everything seemed to be going my way. Everything that was planned seemed to be coming into fruition just as it was planned. But now life happens and I may be sick and I can't do everything I used to do. I may have lost a job and I'm no longer financially able to do what I used to do. I may have lost a home or a car. Something may have happened in my life. And a lot of times when these things begin to happen and they come back to back, it's like, well, wow, you know and a lot of times it begins to stifle your voice. It begins to take away your voice. It begins to overwhelm your thinking. It begins to overwhelm your speaking, and you find yourself saying things that you would not say. You find yourself doing things that you said, I would never do that. Why? Because now you move from a mode of living into survival, and when you get into the survival mode, when life begins to happen, a lot of times you release your power by trying to survive. You release your power because now all I can see is just tomorrow. I can't see 2 years ahead. I can't see 2 days ahead. I can't see 24 hours ahead. I can't think that something good is about to happen because so much bad has happened to me. And so we relinquish our power to the negative, and it grows very strong during our trying periods when life happens. And so this morning, I want you to prepare yourself for that alarm that's going to go off. That alarm that's going to startle you in the morning to get you ready for work. That alarm that's going to tell you your seatbelt needs to be on because your seatbelt's not on and the car is in motion. That alarm that's going to say, stop, think, listen, prepare. When life happens, that's what we have to do. Stop, think, listen, prepare. Why are we doing that? Because otherwise, the negativity of life happening will begin to take over our thoughts, and we'll begin to speak those things, and then we'll see more negative things happen. So, this is this morning's motivation. Stop, think, listen, prepare. And I want to say, pray, because people may think, oh, no, prayer is a part of it. But I want you to remember that as you go forward, because when life begins to happen, how do I remain me, as powerful as I am, even when things don't look the way I want them to look? How do I remain me? If I'm a cheery person, how do I stay cheery with the dark cloud? Stop, stop, think, listen, pray, and move forward. Okay. Look, I would never come on without inviting you to this year's event, which is Power. This year, Life Happens is Life Happens Power. The event will be in Baltimore, Maryland. Our speakers are all set. We're coming out with a new flyer soon that will list the speakers and the sessions they will be teaching. Um, Also, our comedy is back this year. Our keynote, amazing woman, Miss Ebony Vaughn. She's coming. She's a licensed clinical social worker, and she's going to give us our keynote for this year. This is our first year giving away a scholarship. So get your young people who are majoring in psychology. This is our first year of giving the Michael Bonds scholarship, the Dr. Michael Bond scholarship. So yes, please look, tap into what we're doing. Um, Go over to lifehappens1.com and register today. Life Happens is a conference where spiritual leaders and mental health professionals come together to equip us with tools for dealing with everyday life. If you are still trying to figure it out, contact us at Life Happens, because that's what we're about. Look, if you don't remember anything else that I said today, please remember this. When life happens, maintain your power. How do you do that? Stop, think, listen, pray, and then move forward. I love you guys. I will see you prayerfully this Wednesday. Bye, everybody.